rejected him in the past. Why would a woman rather date and have sex with a stranger than a male friend she had known for years? What emotional needs do male friends, emotional cookie men, address, and which ones do they violate such that they don't get to date their female friends? What does it take to make a woman date and fall in love with one of her male friends? Why don't women see their male friends as sexually capable beings? What is the difference between a real female friend and a woman that uses men? Find out here in this Frank program, From Friends to Lovers. Stop being her emotional cookie man. On sale now at franktalks.com.
You're listening to Passion with Dr. Laurie Betito on Montreal's News Talk Leader, CJAD 800.
My guest tonight is the always fascinating, always entertaining Frank B Kermit of franktalks.com. You go to his website, you have to see all the stuff that he works on to help men out there and help men understand how to be more successful, how to seduce women, and that's what we're talking about, his book, From Loser to Seducer. Break it down for us, will you, Frank?
All right. Nice guys go out there trying to get women to like them. That's not going to attract them. A nice guy has to go out there to make sure that women will respect him. And when he puts respect ahead of being liked, a woman may not always like the guy, but she'll feel attracted to him.
And that's why she goes for the bad boy.
Exactly. Because the bad boy out there doesn't care whether or not people like him, but he demands to be respected.
And maybe a little sex on the side.
Well, that always helps.
Well, that's what studies show, right? That the jerks tend to have more sex, but the nice guys end up marrying the girls. So, because ultimately the women don't want to marry the jerks.
No, they don't. Unless, of course, they're trapped in some sort of emotional dysfunctional loop.
Right.
But women at some point say, well, okay, my biological clock is ticking. I need a guy who's going to stick with me. And most nice guys do address a woman's fear of abandonment. That's emotional need number 5, fear of abandonment. Mm-hmm. Here's the problem, though, when nice guys are looking to go out and just simply date. They're so good at addressing the fear of abandonment that it's hard for women to have true faith in some guy that says, I will never leave you. Because they interpret that as the guy doesn't have any standards.
Ooh.
When someone is so desperate that they'll simply say, I'll never leave you, without the woman feeling that she's earned that type of commitment, she can't truly put faith in it.
Right. Well, then she feels like she's got complete and utter control of the situation.
Well, not only does she have utter control, she also has the burden of responsibility to lead that relationship. And that's very unfair for her, because she is not there to be his mother. And this is one of my absolute theories under the philosophy of seduction I've developed in addressing women's emotional needs. Mm-hmm. The philosophy is she's either your mother or she's your lover, but she can't be both.
Right.
So every time, and this is for all the nice guys listening, every time a woman is doing something for you that could be mothering, when it's something you can do for yourself and she's doing it for you, you need to put your foot down and say no. Because in the short term, this is a woman's way of being courteous, of showing appreciation. The problem is that if she does it consistently and the guy starts to expect it of her, the resentment is going to develop in the woman because she starts feeling like his mother, not his lover.
Right.
When I counsel couples who have been together for a long time and she's no longer feeling in love or attracted to the man that she's with, usually it's because she feels that not only is she mothering their children, she has to mother him.
Well, and I have this conversation a lot with couples where this situation happens, and I always look at them and say, well, you're not going to feel attraction to your child.
Exactly.
That's the immediate block right there. So if you feel like that your partner has become another child to you, where's the sexual desire? It's gone out the window.
When I was doing my harem management days where I was dating multiple women at the same time, sometimes, if I had the girl over at my place, I would have women do things for me without me asking, such as they try to sweep the floors or they would start doing the dishes. Instead of letting them do that, I would say, stop. What are you doing here? You're not my mother. You're here to have a good time. And I would literally say it to them in exactly that tone. Right. You're here to have a good time. And initially, they would get angry. Oh, you're such a jerk. Why are you speaking to me like this? Why don't you just say thank you? I said, no, you're not my mother. Go into the living room, pour yourself a drink.
Right.
And that actually helped with the attraction.
And it's interesting because women do fall into that trap, and they think that that is how they're showing they're very maternal, and that's how they show they're caring. But it is not over the long haul. This is not an attractive quality at all. You're absolutely right. Frank, we're going to have you back on again because you always have so much to say and so many interesting theories, and you really dug this up, which is great. So thanks again for being with us, Frank.
Thank you, Dr. Laurie. It was great.
Right.
I look forward to it.
All right, wonderful. Frank B. Kermit, the author of From Loser to Seducer. All of his material is available at franktalks.com. Very interesting stuff, I have to tell you. Questions, whatever you need, right here about sexuality and relationships. Tina Lullam, thank you so much for keeping me on track as usual. If you need to get in touch with me, go to drlaurie.com or visit the Passion webpage. Information there about events happening and all kinds of stuff. Have a wonderful rest of the night. And do remember, life is short, so take the time to smell the flowers and indulge your passions.
Frank Talks is sponsored in part by the program From Friends to Lovers. Stop being her emotional cookie man. How does a man turn his female friend into his lover even when she has rejected him in the past? Why would a woman rather date and have sex with a stranger than a male friend she had known for years? What emotional needs do male friends, emotional cookie men, address, and which ones do they violate such that they don't get to date their female friends? What does it take to make a woman date and fall in love with one of her male friends? Why don't women see their male friends as sexually capable beings? What is the difference between a real female friend and a woman that uses men? Find out here in this Frank program, From Friends to Lovers. Stop being her emotional cookie man. On sale now at franktalks.com.
From Loser to Seducer is the story of Frank B. Kermit. This book marks the triumph of a nice guy over most of his inner demons. This includes going from being a loser to managing 5 lovers at the same time, his first Valentine's date with 2 women at the same time, and getting back the one that got away. Want to learn how you can change your life? Buy this book at franktalks.com.